Hello Commanders, I'm Commander Gremlin Spotter, and in this video I'm going to show you how I land on a 9.77G planet. This is called Strong G. This planet's about 1500 outside the bubble, so this is a really good planet for everybody to come and try high G landings if it's something you're interested in. Just remember, if you watch this video and do everything I do on here, you should be able to land any ship on this particular planet or any other high G planet. I've got a couple other high G planet videos, a 10.66 G landing, a 9.9 G landing. The advice I give in here is the same advice that I give on those videos as well. So it all works. Mainly, you want to find a nice, good area to land on. This planet doesn't have anything spectacular on it. It's just a big floating rock, so there's no geologicals, no biologicals, or anything like that. So just pick a spot and go for it. It's kind of what I'm doing here. As you can see, I'm coming in pretty steep. And honestly, when it comes to orbital cruise or glide, you can fly as steep as you want. The only thing you need to remember is when you're coming out of your glide, that's when you need to start leveling out. If you come out of your glide at an angle like this, you might get level, but you're going to be so low to the ground, or you may end up crashing into the ground. So there's nothing wrong with getting a little steep. It'll get you down. I don't know what I was doing right there. But I think I'm just kind of looking ahead to find out if this looks like a good flat spot to land. You don't want to end up coming in for landing on a high G planet and getting an area which is really hilly, and it's going to be really hard to find a good place to land. So this looks like a good flat area. Of course, from up here you can't really tell, but it doesn't look very hilly. So I've chosen this as my spot to land. And we're getting ready to come out of the orbital cruise and go into our glide. So, glide usually happens about 50 kilometers. It takes forever on high G planets. For some reason, on the high G planets, it seems to take forever to get into that glide. As you see, I'm keeping the steep profile, so I'm just wanting to get down. And this is a pretty quick video, 6 minutes. You know, basically to get down to the ground on a high G planet. That's going pretty quick. Alright, so here we are dropping into our glide. Again, I'm going to keep a steep profile. I mainly did this just to show you that you can go steep and still survive. So I intentionally went fairly steep on this particular video. A lot of people think if you get too steep you won't make it, and that's true if you don't pull out just at the right minute. Typically, you come out of glide around between 8 and 5 kilometers, so I mainly raise my nose because I want to get a little bit closer to this little flat area. I want to get kind of the center of the flat area. Now I'm getting close to coming out of my glide, so I'm starting to level out a little bit. And glide's complete. I'm getting pretty level, and as you can see, my vertical speed is 0 right now. So, came out of the glide. I'm not careening to my death, you know. I've got things pretty much under control. Now at this point, you'll want to put your nose down between 10 and 15 degrees, and right now 15 degrees is fairly steep. You're going to pick up a lot of vertical speed when you do that, but to counteract that, see, I'm getting about four lines on my vertical speed, and that's when I start pulling my nose up. And a lot of times you can control your speed simply by just lowering your nose and pulling it back up. So if you feel like you're going down too fast, pull your nose up and apply some power or boost if you're getting a lot of lines down, you know, and it starts getting the red. I think it might be too late at that point. You don't want to get to that point. So stay between the 10 and 15. If you have to shallow up between 5 and 10, do that. We're still getting down the ground pretty quick, so, and I'm going pretty fast. So I've got my throttles into the blue there, and I'm still pushing 400. So now I want to slow down. I'm getting kind of low to the ground, so I'm going to go ahead and pull my nose back up. As you can see, I'm starting to bleed the speed pretty quick. Got my gear down. That's going to help you bleed some speed. Now what you want to do is use the nose thing I was telling you to your advantage here. Push your nose down. I keep my throttles in the blue. Push your nose down to get a little more speed out of it. You don't want to push down on your thrusters or use your down thrusters at all during this landing. You don't have the altitude to recover from that kind of maneuver. So basically what you want to do is just put your nose down and get to within 30 or 40 meters of the ground before you attempt a landing. Anything higher than that can do some pretty decent damage to your ship. So I typically shoot for 30 meters. I think that's what I go for here. But once you get to that 30 meters, you want to put your nose back to 0, level out, and then you can use your left and right thrusters to find the sweet spot where you can actually land. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm basically right where I'm at the altitude I want. Now all I got to do is just find the sweet spot and put my gear down, or put my thruster down. Had to maneuver down a little bit, but we're down. So that's pretty much all there is to that landing. So I appreciate you watching my video, and please like and subscribe. Thank you very much.